Have you ever found yourself staring at your phone, watching those three little dots pulse as someone types a reply, and felt a wave of genuine stomach-turning nausea? Or maybe you've received a glowing performance review at work, and instead of feeling proud, you felt like a total fraud, waiting for the moment they finally realize you're not actually that good. If these moments feel familiar, I want you to know something important. This feeling didn't start yesterday. It didn't start with your last relationship, and it didn't start with your current job. It started 20, maybe 30 years ago. It started with a blueprint that was laid down before you even knew how to speak. Most of us think of childhood trauma as something loud, shouting, hitting, or extreme chaos. But there is a quieter, more insidious kind of wound, the wound of not enough. Not enough warmth, not enough safety, not enough of the feeling that you were truly seen. Today, we're going to look into the mirror of your adult life to see the reflection of that child. We're going to explore the 5 specific patterns that show up when a person grows up without the love they deserved, how these patterns are ruining your modern relationships, and most importantly, how you can finally start to rewrite that invisible blueprint. If you've ever felt like there's a wall between you and the rest of the world, stay with me until the end. We're going to tear that wall down, brick by brick. To understand why you feel the way you do today, we have to look at the invisible blueprint. When we are children, our brains are like sponges, but they are also like high-tech security systems. Your amygdala, the part of the brain responsible for detecting threats, was programmed by your early environment. If your home wasn't a place of consistent, predictable love, your amygdala stayed in high alert mode. You didn't develop a sense of secure attachment. Instead, your brain built a survival map. It decided that the world was a place where love was conditional, people were unpredictable, and being fine was the only way to stay safe. This isn't a character flaw, it's a biological adaptation. You aren't broken, you are a masterpiece of survival. But the survival tactics that kept you safe as a child are the very things keeping you lonely as an adult.
The first way this shows up in your life today is through what psychologists call hyper-vigilance. But in the modern world, we see it most clearly in modern dating anxiety. Do you find yourself overanalyzing the tone of a text message? If someone takes 4 hours to reply instead of their usual 10 minutes, does your brain immediately jump to the conclusion that they're bored of you or that you did something wrong? This is the hyper-vigilant brain at work. Because you couldn't trust the consistency of your caregivers, you became an expert at reading microsignals. You became a human lie detector, constantly scanning for the moment the vibe changes. In 2024, this looks like checking last seen statuses on WhatsApp or wondering why someone liked a photo but didn't reply to your DM. You are living in a state of permanent crouch, waiting for the blow that you're sure is coming. It's exhausting, isn't it? The second pattern is something I call the internal filter, or the repulsion of love. Think about the last time someone gave you a genuine, heartfelt compliment. Did you say thank you and feel warm inside? Or did you immediately deflect it with a joke, minimize it by saying, "Oh, it was nothing," or secretly wonder what that person wanted from you? When you grow up without a foundation of unconditional love, your core belief becomes, "I am not worthy of love." So when someone actually tries to give you love or praise, it creates cognitive dissonance. It contradicts what your brain knows to be true. Your brain literally treats a compliment like a virus. It tries to kill it before it can infect your system. You might even find yourself attracted to people who are emotionally unavailable or cold because their distance feels familiar. It matches your blueprint. True kindness feels fake or cringe because your system doesn't know how to process it.
Now, let's talk about the third pattern, which is especially prevalent in our modern burnout culture. I'm talking about success as a shield. Many of the most successful, high-achieving people you know are actually running away from a childhood where they only felt valued when they were doing something, not just being. This is high-functioning anxiety. You work 60 hours a week, you're the reliable one in the office, and you never say no to a project. But you aren't doing it for the money or the title. You're doing it because you're terrified that if you stop, everyone will see the worthless person you fear you are. You are trying to earn a secure attachment through your resume. You think that if you are perfect enough, successful enough, and helpful enough, you will finally be unabandonable. But the finish line keeps moving, and you're heading straight for a breakdown because your worth is tied to your output, not your existence. The fourth pattern is perhaps the most painful, the emotional flatline. Have you ever been at a wedding or a party or even at your own promotion and felt like you were watching it through a thick pane of glass? You see everyone laughing and crying, and you know you're supposed to feel something, but inside it's just quiet. This isn't being strong or stoic, it's emotional numbness. When a child lives in an environment where their emotions are ignored or punished, they learn to turn the volume down on their heart to survive the pain. The problem is, you can't selectively numb emotions. When you numb the pain and the fear, you also numb the joy and the connection. You become a spectator in your own life. You're physically present, but the you that actually lives and feels is tucked away in a safe, dark room where no one can hurt it.
Finally, the fifth pattern, the myth of the burden. Do you apologize for everything? Do you say sorry when someone bumps into you? Do you find it physically impossible to ask for help even when you're drowning? This comes from the deep-seated belief that your needs are an inconvenience to others. Maybe you were told you were too much as a kid, or maybe you saw your parents so stressed that you decided to become invisible so you wouldn't add to their load. As an adult, this turns into a hyper-independence that people often mistake for strength. But it's not strength, it's a trauma response. You don't ask for help because you don't believe anyone will actually show up, and you don't want to deal with the rejection when they don't. So you carry the world on your shoulders, apologizing for the space you take up, waiting for permission to just exist. If you're sitting there thinking, this is me, I want you to take a deep breath right now. Seriously. Breathe in for 4 seconds and out for 4. You are not broken. You are a person who adapted to a difficult situation, and you did a damn good job of surviving. But you don't have to just survive anymore. You can start the process of self-parenting. This is a concept that is changing lives across the world, and it starts with 3 small micro steps. First, you have to recognize the inner critic, that voice in your head that says, they're going to leave you or you're a burden. That's not your voice. That is the voice of your early environment. Start calling it out. When that anxiety hits, say to yourself, that is my hyper-vigilance talking. I am safe right now. Second, practice self-compassion. Imagine you are talking to that 8-year-old version of yourself. Would you tell that child they are a burden? Would you tell them they aren't worth a compliment? Of course not. Start treating yourself with the same gentleness you would give to that kid. Third, start setting tiny boundaries. Say no to one small thing this week. Ask for help with one tiny task. Prove to your brain slowly that the world won't end if you take up space.
You were worthy of love back then, even if you didn't get it. And you are worthy of love right now, exactly as you are, without the achievements, without the apologies, and without the perfection. This journey of healing isn't about becoming someone new. It's about remembering who you were before the world told you that you weren't enough. If this video resonated with you, I want to ask you to do one thing. In the comments below, write down one thing about yourself that you are learning to forgive. It could be your anxiety, your need to please others, or your fear of opening up. When you name it, you take away its power. We're building a community here of people who are committed to breaking these cycles and rewriting their blueprints. If you want to join us on this path to healing and self-discovery, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications. We have so much more to talk about, from setting boundaries to finding your true voice. Remember, the blueprint was invisible, but now that you can see it, you have the power to change it. You've got this. I'll see you in the next video.